WWE Saturday Night's main event came back to the airwaves, and we witnessed a, well, I don't know if I want to say excellent show. I don't know if I even want to say good. Let's say it was okay, and there's a lot to talk about because we are going to, well, first of all, we're live on YouTube right now and on Twitch, so say hello live chat right here. This is going to be done in one take, but we witnessed this entire show, and we sat down tonight, and it seemed to be like a common theme that a lot of the matches were good, but shorter, and people were taken back by the fact that there was commercial breaks. Now, I was one of those people that didn't really think this through with it being a TV special right out of the gate. I didn't think that there was going to be a ton of commercials throughout the night. I really thought that this was going to be a PLE, but as soon as I heard that it was going to be the TV special and that there was commercial breaks, it started to resonate with me that I thought tonight is not going to be that memorable of a night. And going into the show, there was lots of rumors talking about how there was potentially going to be a major title change on this show, something massive that was going to happen, that was going to make Saturday night's main event feel like a giant deal moving forward. And that's not really what we got. What we really got throughout the night was a lot of TV style matches that never really got past first gear, maybe second gear. There was some good matches, don't get me wrong, but everything tonight felt like it was just a step down from what you would expect from a major show like this. Now, my name's Conman167. It's great to have you. Make sure you leave a like on this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Turn on those notifications and keep coming back every single day because we upload wrestling videos every single day. But let's go through the entire card. We had 5 matches on the night, and we started things off with Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn. And what I thought was actually a great way to start things off, because you had Drew McIntyre, this beast of a man, and Sami Zayn, this lovable underdog that gave people a chance to choose a wrestler who they wanted to root for. Are you behind the underdog, or are you behind the big brute of a man? And for wrestling fans, I should say, coming back for the first time in years to watch WWE Saturday Night's main event, this was a great match to introduce everybody to the new crop of superstars that are just on the verge of the main event scene in WWE. Now, the match itself went pretty much exactly how it needed to go, with Drew McIntyre getting one over on Sami Zayn and beating Sami Zayn in the end. And what was like not an unforgettable, unmemorable match, but just a match that felt like it was there. It was interrupted by commercial breaks, and it just never really got past first or second gear, like I said in the intro. But overall, the match did its job. It helped establish Drew McIntyre as a threat within the division, and his message is clear now, as he said he is coming after the rest of the members of Bloodline who teamed alongside of Roman Reigns. He said Sami Zayn was the first, so that means Jey Uso is going to be in his path. That means Jimmy Uso is going to be in his path. That means CM Punk probably is going to be in his path once again, and very likely Roman Reigns at some point in the future. Then we went on to our next match of the night, which was Liv Morgan versus Io Sky. And going into this, I thought this was going to be the match of the night. I thought both ladies were going to go out there and crush it, and it seemed like this was the direction we were moving in right out of the gate. It looked like Io Sky was going to work to a whole other level, and to a point she did during this matchup. I thought that both ladies in the ring were working really, really well for quite a bit. But there was this one nasty moment of the matchup, which is going to be the thing people are talking the most about. Liv Morgan might very well have broken her nose in real life, as Io Sky crushed, and I mean absolutely crushed, her nose, like caved that sucker right in. Liv Morgan had blood running down her face and all that, but crushed her nose, man, just absolutely disintegrated it. And I hope that Liv Morgan is okay, and I hope that it's not as bad of an injury as it seemed, but dude, she's going to be feeling that tomorrow. This match, though, like I said, I thought that it was good, not great. It felt like, again, it was starting to get out of second gear. It was starting to really move forward, and then it just kind of ended. I want to see more between Liv Morgan and Io Sky. I do. I want to see another match between them. I think their chemistry is off the charts, and if they give them more time in that ring, I'd love to see what 15, 17 minutes looks like between Liv Morgan and Io, not, 11? Maybe 11. I'm not exactly sure how long they got in that ring. But anyways, Liv Morgan wins. She retains the world title, and it looks like they're going to go back to the feud between Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan moving forward, as Rhea Ripley came out after that. Next up, we had Finn Balor versus Gunther versus Damian Priest. And for me, this was match of the night, at least Maybe. I think it's match of the night. I think that these three guys really cooked, and if it's not match of the night, it certainly is like right on par with match of the night. Finn Balor looked great in this thing, man. I think Finn Balor was the glue that held this match together and brought the intensity up between Gunther and Damian. He just added this slyness, this nice little, he picks his points, right? He gets into the ring right when he needs to hit a sling blade at the perfect time to pick up an advantage. Again, though, it was Finn Balor's focus on Damian that essentially led to them not winning this match. Both Damian and Finn Balor were a little too focused on each other during this thing, and they forgot about the actual world heavyweight champion Gunther. But the crazy part about this is, and I don't know about you guys watching at home, I was shocked to see Gunther actually regain his confidence. I was so convinced that Gunther was going to be an unconfident champion going right into Royal Rumble, hell, maybe even WrestleMania season before a match against, say, John Cena. But no, that's not what really happened, man. It was Gunther regaining his confidence. He said, you know what? F both these guys. I'm going to take matters into my own hands and destroy them both and pick up the win. It's awesome to see for Gunther that he got his confidence back, and I hope that this is just a bump in the road for him with this whole story of losing his confidence, and it is back now, and he can start wrecking fools again, because Gunther's a beast. All right, we all know he's a beast. We know what he can do in that ring. We know what he's capable of, and we don't want to see WWE neuter him. That's the last thing we want to see for the ring general. It's an interesting enough story, okay? It's interesting enough to wonder what happens to an unconfident Gunther, but we've been down that path now. I don't want to see it. You don't want to see it. We want to see uber confident Gunther at the top of the card, just destroying people both in the ring and on the mic. That's what we need to do. So as I'm literally live during this right here, people are yelling at me that something happened after the show, and it looks like... Oh, no way. KO. Yo, KO. Oh, my God. Pile driving Cody. Okay. Well, that's something right there. This happened off the air. I wonder why this wasn't on the air. Is there anything more about this right here, about Kevin Owens? While we're just doing this review in one take right here. Oh, what? Kevin Owens and Triple H got into it? What is going on? Oh, damn. Well, shoot. Whoa. Now that's something. Here's an even cleaner version of it. My goodness. Package pile driver. KO snapped. That's all I can say. Why wasn't this on the actual show? Wow, man. Getting right into his face. Jeez. We needed this on the actual show. Okay, this is a great transition right here. We do still have one other match that we're going to talk about before the main event. But just to get this thought off my head while we're watching that, I truly felt that tonight needed a giant moment to make everybody feel like Saturday night's main event is a must-see show. That right there, that's an angle at the end of the show that I think could have been included. Imagine seeing Kevin Owens and Triple H get into it, like literally like that in real time as WWE was going off the air. That's a talking point. That's a massive moment. And I think that kind of sums up my overall feelings with this show, is that nothing massive outside of a history-making moment that we're going to talk about right here, right now, nothing actually massive happened. But we did get the first ever Women's United States Champion, as we saw Meechin and Chelsea Green go to war against each other. And first and foremost, Chelsea, her gear with Chelsea Green planted all over her face, her hair, everything. Like, how great was that? Chelsea Green, like, that gear looked like $1 million, and I'm so glad that it's going to be etched in history that Chelsea Green is on the shoulders of Piper Niven as the new Women's United States Champion with her face all over her gear. I love it, man. It's so good. But congratulations to Chelsea Green. The match itself cooked. I think that both Meechin and Chelsea have great chemistry in the ring with each other. And it was the right person who won. I said this during the live stream, that everything Chelsea Green has touched has turned to gold, and now Chelsea Green officially has some gold of her own. Congratulations, Chelsea. You absolutely deserve it. And I think that this is going to be a very interesting run with her as the Women's United States Champion. If we take a look now, we've got Chelsea and Piper, who are going to be kind of this unit throughout the mid-card, and there's a lot of people who can go up against both Piper and Chelsea. I love the dynamic of maybe somebody has to go through Piper to get to Chelsea Green in order to get that opportunity at the Women's United States title. It's a great direction. I think it's absolutely the right call. Some people are saying that, Michin probably deserved it because she is like a newer star. She's somebody who is like making waves right now and probably could have elevated the title through great in-ring matchups. But I think Chelsea Green has the character to bring this title to life. She is going to give it, it's not even going to give it a personality, but she's going to make the title part of her personality, and it's going to elevate the title as a result. It's absolutely the right call, and I just have to say congratulations, Chelsea. But now let's talk about the main event. Let's talk about Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes. Now, also crazy, Triple H breaking out the Winged Eagle belt and giving it to Cody Rhodes as he comes on down to the ring. Hell yeah. That was a great move, and I'm sure that Cody Rhodes was just feeling like $1 million with that title around his waist. Now, we did some deep diving. Okay, it's not the actual original title. Okay, if we really want to get into it, it doesn't have the WWF logo on the very top, and the top right winged part of the winged belt is not broken. It's not completely the same thing. They've obviously refurbished it or just replicated it, but hey, they can't have the WWF logo on TV, so it makes a lot of sense. The match itself between Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes, though, was I think you could say match of the night. I think you definitely could. It had a lot more drama than the other matches did. In ring, I would definitely give it to Finn, Gunther, and Damian, but overall drama and story, I think Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes get the edge with this one. Both of them showed up. Both of them really went to work, and I think Kevin Owens really did try to push himself during this matchup for the amount of time that they had. Granted, there was only 11, 12 minutes left in the show when they finally started wrestling or something like that. So they didn't have a ton of time. I might be off with my times right there, but they didn't have a ton of time to really put together a epic style matchup, but they did the best that they could. At one point, Kevin Owens did actually pin Cody Rhodes 1, 2, 3, but no referee was up after a ref bump. And of course, Kevin Owens is going to use that as an excuse moving forward that he had Cody Rhodes pinned, right? He had him dead to rights. He was looking up at the rafters. Kevin Owens should have been the new WWE Undisputed Champion, but he's not because the referee was down. And then another referee came into the ring, and another ref bump happened, and Kevin Owens went out to get a steel chair, but that proved to be the thing that, lost him the match, man. Kevin Owens kind of screwed himself. But the crazier part is Cody Rhodes willingly used the steel chair, and Kevin Owens didn't. Kevin Owens was the one who brought it in. Kevin Owens was the one who set it up. Kevin Owens was the one who tried to hit Cody Rhodes with the chair. But it was Kevin Owens who was the one who was actually hit with the chair. Cody Rhodes would hit a crossroads on Kevin Owens, put him down on that chair, and that was it, man. Cody Rhodes retains his title. Crazy, man, crazy. Now, also, I can't believe this is why we're doing it in one take as well. So if I forgot anything, blame me doing it in one take. But Jesse The Body Ventura was there. How did I not mention that at the very start of the show? And Jesse on commentary was a breath of fresh air, which is wild to say for a dude who hasn't been there in 40 years. He sounded great on commentary. He sounded great as a character. I want to see more of Jesse The Body Ventura. Like, him and Pat McAfee here were hilarious together. Him and Joe Tessitore were hilarious together. Michael Cole and Jesse were honestly awesome together as well. I'd love to see him, if he's willing to come back to do Saturday night main events every single quarter, like at least through 2025. I would love to see him be a part of this show and a fixture on Saturday night's main event moving forward. I think Jesse The Body Ventura was great. He was a great addition to the show. But yeah, man, I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke up this show's ass. I don't think that it was the greatest show I've ever seen. I think from an in-ring perspective, it was solid. It was a solid episode of Saturday night's main event, and it was a solid enough Saturday night show. Do I think it was memorable at all? No, I don't think so. Outside of the Women's United States Championship becoming a thing here, I don't think it really was that memorable of a show. Am I going to go back and watch the show later in the year? No, I don't think so either, unfortunately. I think that there was definitely some potential with this show. And if WWE figures out how to pace a 5-match card over a course of 2 hours with like 40 minutes of commercial breaks, then it might be better the next time we watch it. But overall, I don't think that this was a failure. I also don't think it was a rousing success. I think it was somewhere in the middle that WWE can definitely build on, and it was a nice foundation for us moving forward. And hey, if we get wrestling, on Saturdays, at Saturday night's main event once a quarter, 4 extra times a year, I'm not going to complain at all. They need to do something a little more memorable the next time and not feel like just a glorified house show. That's the best way to close it up. It felt like a glorified house show. But there we go, everybody. That is our review. We have a lot of raiders coming on in. Shout out to Parky Streams, Be More Grim as well. Thank you guys very much for the raids. And thank you to everybody who joined us on the stream here tonight. We had a lot of people hanging out with us. But yeah, you can check this out on YouTube. Make sure you check it out afterwards and you leave a like, all that great stuff. But thanks for watching, everyone. We have lots of videos for you on the channel, so go and check those out. Take care, have a great day, and we'll see you very soon.